So I guess the idea today is we're just gonna get our characters all good, and then are we just gonna end it early whenever we finish?
Yeah, this is going to be significantly earlier than a normal afternoon, but we might as well get it done though, so that next time when Fuse is available for the whole day, we can actually play.
Okay.
But yeah, it's going to be shorter. But basically, everyone who haven't set up their character, now's the time. We'll look into our bonds, and we'll look into like how the group. Like we've toyed with the idea of having two groups. We're kind of like gonna try to shape that up and see how that goes.
And if anything goes weird with the music, or there's a song in there that probably shouldn't be in this playlist, let me know.
Sounds good. And naturally, if anyone has any questions during this, we'll let you know, Fuse.
Yeah. Just make sure that any problems happen in the first 20 minutes.
And because you won't be streaming, we got Pizza Pony to serve as our stenographer today.
Yeah, we can play copyright music. And swear.
I mean, I already do that all the time.
Oh. That's odd.
Fudge.
Roll20 isn't taking the new password. But why?
What about the old password? Well, right off the bat, Pengi. I think since both of our characters,
the old one does work. That's fine.
I think since both of our characters are kind of eager young space cadet kind of characters, I have a bond. I need Blank's help to find a valuable treasure, and you have one. I have shown Blank the secrets of my inventions that I think would be a good pair.
Okay, so maybe something like yeah, maybe something like we exactly like
I've seen some of the stuff you've made, and I think it's useful for exploration and treasure hunting and stuff.
Yeah, it's like, and we both we're both trying to get into this thing. Like, you know, we met each other, like, you know, that way beforehand. Like,
Yes.
no, like there was a flyer or something for this thing. Like, we both you saw that or something.
I might as well explain what I had in mind for my character. I was gonna let me explain the whole backstory here. I was going to make an ox that was also a fighter. He tried to fight the Naruto army alone. Needless to say, he failed and got imprisoned for such a crime.
If anything, it's notable that he's still alive.
He is still alive, yeah. I figured that one person alone wasn't really actually going to topple a whole army. Oh.
Yeah, that typically doesn't work.
Yep.
Need more levels.
Unless you're playing Fire Emblem.
That is true.
That's true. Sorry. Anyways. So yeah. He was imprisoned for his crimes. But someone higher up vouched that he would be useful in an exploration team. Through some benign trickery, he managed to get this oxen friend and allow him to go on such an expedition with this party.
Could also be kind of a Suicide Squad thing where you're expendable, so they're just going to send you off.
Yeah, that's kind of what I
And
was
if you
going
do
for.
run, you're just stuck on an island.
That would
That's what I was going for with my character, so they
Yeah.
could be in the same, like, sort of deal going on.
The
This is the other Australia equivalent.
the people who charged in putting him in prison had him sentenced to death and whatnot, but yeah, through some political beguiling, this happened.
Because, like, I'm just gonna jump in with, like, a quick TLDR of my character's backstory because it fits. They're an anarchist working in Udo. They're trying to, like, undermine the government to basically try to replace it. They've been arrested several times because of magic. They can't execute them. And so, like, sending out to a weird island like this is sort of like playing T to getting rid of them. So it could be through the same process. So they probably came here on the same boat.
That being said official is a bit of a loon, but has good regards in Naruto, so they went along with it.
I can't keep getting in the way of my laptop.
Now to see what class he'd be.
Sounds kind of fighterish.
Yeah, did
Maybe.
you just say it was a
Definitely a
fighter?
fighter.
Maybe barbarian.
Barbaric.
Unless there's something else in the free or otherwise playbooks.
The Juggernaut.
Is the Berserker part of the free playbooks?
It says in a thing if it's free or not.
Well,
I mean, if you're willing to pay for it, I guess you can't take it, but you gotta pay for it.
Oh.
and
What
quite a
the...
few-
Oh.
quite a few of the ones that are listed pay.
Pay what you want.
Yeah, pay what you want are actually also free.
But, I mean,
Also, you can just pay 0 anyway. Yeah. But a few of them are like actually free because the guy released them through Google Plus.
Berserker is pay what you want.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, that's part of the package. It's free now. That's one of the playbooks that the guy took off from Try True. It's just free now, along with everything else by Peter Johansson.
I think I'll get it.
Yep. So So, my character, Grom, is a former familiar. His previous master being a licensed demonologist from, I think it was Colcross, right? Yeah. Until he was, assassinated by one of his rivals.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, it's a annoying thing, but it was all the paperwork was all filed there, so can't really do anything about it. But Grom did manage to escape and smuggle himself on the boat leading to this island. And now he is looking for a new, slightly less dead master.
The gunslinger has a bond called I once had blank in my sights, but I let them live. Almost shot Chrome, but saw that it was attached to a wizard. I thought better of it.
Okay.
All right.
Well, my three bonds include a blank will make a good master, and I kind of think Oriki will be that one.
As the most, it seems like magic-related person that would make the most sense.
Yeah. And looking at the crowd here, okay, that one seems a good candidate.
Yeah, like going like just in order we are at in Roll20. Like, what are our classes?
Let's see. Well, I'm a cleric. Bellmoore seems to be familiar.
So are you going cleric? Or...
I'm going cleric, yeah.
Okay.
So we got cleric, awakened mage, fighter.
Yeah. I'm just gonna call him Zigorg for now, and I'm gonna figure out the last name later.
Artificer and gunslinger. And then one that doesn't have a class there.
So... when I go to get the Berserker list, I'm led to this post, which...
Yeah, that's the everything.pdf has all of that guy's playbooks and stuff. It's
nice.
Explained in the thing why it's there. It's all free.
I see.
I'm kind of liking the main mechanic of Berserker. They can roll con to gather rage. They can hold up to 3 of it. On a 7 to 9, they choose a drawback. On a 6 or less, I choose a drawback. There are 3 drawbacks. You get a debility. You can't use it again for a while. Or you injure or break something you hold dear to you while raging, chosen by me.
Jesus.
Guess which one I'm going to choose every time I get the opportunity to it.
Debilities and injure someone you hold near.
You can do some cool stuff with rage. You can spend 1 rage to add forceful, messy, or stun to an attack, perform a feat of near superhuman strength, just that, however you interpret that, have the effects of a mundane physical attack, terrify someone you can see as if you would cast the Cause Fear spell with yourself as the target, or ignore the effects of all of your abilities for a short time.
It's all the rage.
Oh, and every time you kill something, you gain 1 rage.
Okay.
I might have to try this sometime.
Alright, Lauren Lord.
Verifying the completion.
Yeah, no, this class sounds cool, and I was gonna make him a Constitution-based class anyways.
To get those hit points.
Well, mainly strengths, but still a lot of Constitution.
Yeah, so I think that except for Berserker now, we have very little strength again.
Well, that's why we
So-
got a Berserker, I guess.
I think that's also kind of why I made my NPC a huge muscular guy.
Oh, so this means this is a Dex-focused team, isn't it?
That would make sense.
Well, except me.
Yeah,
Y'all carry me around, please.
What's you're a cleric of what though?
Hostess. So the god of, huh?
Did you say hostess?
Yeah, the god hostess, rivalry, pride,
It's Hostis.
hostess. Oh, okay. Whatever. Hostess. Oh shit! I've been reading it the wrong way.
You
Wait,
can
Not,
bet what
not the god
dump-
of.
Now the god of
Now
Twinkies.
that's the stuff.
You can bet what the dump stat of Zigork's going to be, considering his backstory.
Distract
Strength.
enemies with throwing fruit pies.
Yes. Drinks. No.
A barbarian that doesn't actually have any strength.
Look, being a barbarian is his dream. All right, he's
No, his backstory could be like he's the runt of the barbarians. You know, he's just.
It actually wouldn't be
Himself.
that bad. Because they roll con for their rage.
Huh, you're actually right.
You could actually make a berserker without strength.
Nerd rage.
Remind me to do that sometime.
When you hold rage, if you use a move that does not use strength or con, or you take an action requiring subtlety, finesse, thinking, or discussion, lose 1 rage. I like.
Oh, you cannot use this move while wearing armor.
I mean, that is a berserker thing.
Yeah.
It's
Get a
fine that
ton of health.
it's fine that he doesn't plan on wearing armor.
So, question: who here would be very irreligious? Because I have one of my bonds is so and so has insulted my deity. I do not trust them.
It
feel
would
like-
be Zigork.
Several people here, honestly, would qualify.
Oleg might make a snide remark about religion.
My entire party has insulted.
Did they seem someone pretty grounded in science such that they might not, care about? So,
Well, what about-
It sounds like.
Religion is the opiate of the people.
Yeah, just fill that one in with these jerks.
Yeah, I could.
I mean, if you wanted to pick just one person, what about the imp? Are you?
Yeah, that's.
That's racist.
So, how many starting moves do you choose again? 2?
As many
that
as
depends-
it
That's all of them.
Yeah, look at your character. You'll see.
I mean, I'll let Oleg, since Mikafire seems to be very, very keen on dissing God right now.
Yeah.
To recap, who's on which team right now? From which country?
Throw off the chains of oppression.
Great.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of base HP.
How many people are from Neudo?
So for that, there's me, there's Zephyr's character. Is there anyone else?
Definitely not from Neodo.
No, but I mean, like, you come from the team that comes from Neudo.
Okay, so the team that comes from Neudo, so far we have our character, we have Zephyr's character, right? Okay, so Oriki and Zagort come from Neudo, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm assuming he came from...
But he
Yes,
came
one-
to the island from Neudo.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're talking about, not the necessarily character's country of origin, but that which expedition team they're coming on.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm guessing that Galcross is Oleg, me, Grom. You mentioned Galcross in the backstory, and I assume Dizzy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Grom might be masquerading as his former master. I switched my my master of my domain spell things are now conjuring an illusion.
Wait, so, Zagor and Ricky are from Neudo. Kit, Oleg, Grom, and Dizzy are from Galacross, so...
I'm from Benora? Is that how I pronounce it? The one on
I
the...
believe so.
But which team are you coming,
I didn't actually think about that part.
Did you say Benora? Where's that?
That's on the east corner.
Which we
Trying to think if he's chaotic or neutral.
I believe that one is also on the southwest corner.
Wait, did I say...
Do you have the map available?
It should be pinned into the post. Let me just quickly look. Pinned into the channel. Yeah, there it is.
I'll be right back, by the way.
So I'll probably be in the Galcross.
So yeah, something I was thinking of was maybe Dizzy wanted to get onto this expedition team so they get some good stuff. Maybe they saw Kit and you hired him as like some kind of I need a bodyguard.
Why would you choose me as a bodyguard?
Yes, right. He is puny.
Cheap.
I guess
Wow.
for the sake of the recording, I should describe my character too. So Kit Cattington is he's probably among the youngest of the group with Dizzy. He's a dex-based fighter because I wanted to create the custom weapon of metal gauntlets with claws that can extend, grab things.
That's cool.
And he, personality-wise, he's basically eager young space cadet. So just really wants to explore and go on an expedition on this.
My character, Byrne, is a bit of an attention seeker. She thinks she's the hot shit, so she likes to go around and make a name for herself. That's her main motivation.
What better way than to try to coexist with a whole bunch of people who aggressively don't care about hostess.
Oh, well, you know.
Yeah,
Give it time.
hostess or whatever.
So the Niudo group is just 2 exiles and the people who threw them on the island.
It's looking like that.
Suicide Squad.
It's not a big group.
Might need a few NPCs on there.
I want to tell you guys how to design your NPCs, but like, most the accompanying NPCs were also basically ex-cons. Like, there's just a whole group of people that were exiled here.
I mean, the NPC I put in doesn't want to be here, so you could just leave.
So this island is actually becoming like the other Australia equivalent.
We ran out of room on the first one.
Oleg is here with the what was it? Gullcross? Gullcross. Military for to take care of the security of the survey team or whatever. Oleg's superior officer is really gung-ho about being here. Really happy. Oleg is less so. Oleg just doesn't care. He's seen some shit.
Well, Grom got here to get away from the assassin who killed his master. And, my NPC is just a weird guy who lives on the island, attending a hot dog stall.
Sweet, we're gonna
Actually
eat hot
sticking
dogs.
with that.
That's
Yep.
amazing.
Yep.
Oleg didn't shoot Grom because he seemed harmless.
Well, Grom also kind of occasionally switches between looking like an imp and looking like a rat demonologist.
Oleg isn't sure if it was a good call to not shoot him.
Alright, time for me to head out.
Okay.
Take care.
Know you.
Woo, Bobby!
So, how do we handle bond creation?
I'm trying to make bonds based on what makes sense in terms of what people described or how I know people play.
Okay. Well, would any of you appear to be interested in learning something about magic?
Like I said in the chat, in Disney's level up progression, having them take a multi-class move that lets them get the mage's counter magic. So, I think the flavor can be whatever as far as maybe they made a counter spell device or something. But in this case, I could see it Dizzy, and Grom became friends, for example. Dizzy eventually learned some magic from him.
That is possible. Maybe if you do some experimentation based on the pretty random magic that I've throw out. And also Grom is a imp. Yes. And as a former familiar, he's plenty accustomed to being experimented on, so yeah. Go ahead. Artificer occasionally poking at him is not that bad.
What's also funny is one of my bonds is Blank is my personal assistant.
Alright. And my third bond will be Blank underestimates my ability. That's not hard to do, considering the kind of random nature of my magics.
Feels like it could just kind of almost take anyone.
Yeah.
Oleg don't trust magic.
Alright. Sure, let's go with the gunslinger.
For me, I put Zegorg is in constant danger, probably because they're a barbarian. So it seemed appropriate. And I said I'm gonna work on converting Kit to my faith, mainly because you described them as being gung ho, uppity and gung ho and everything. So I feel like it'd be a good candidate.
You can try.
I'll do my best. Trust me. Once you see how awesome I am, you'll go along with me.
Oh, so it's too bad Fuse is gone. I was curious how bonds would work if we make a bond with someone in the opposite group.
Well, here's the thing. Considering the opposite group is like 2, maybe meeting wouldn't be so much a thing. You can almost start with the 2 groups encountered. I feel like it's something you should do. You should be able to do.
Oh, like even when we start out, when we first start out and meet, like the bond at that point. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold. My voice is still blah. All right, so So yeah, I like the idea of Dizzy and Kit being friends. So the options are either Dizzy, built him the claws, and that's an invention they take pride in that, or else the way they became friends was Dizzy saw those claws, and is kind of eyeing them like, I'm gonna eventually make those mine.
I guess that.
Do you have a preference on?
I guess that based on the bonds that we already wrote, the former probably works better.
Yeah, it does make sense. I shall keep the secrets of my inventions. Yeah, because I built him something. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I mean, Oleg already kind of seems to not like magic a whole lot. And I have a thing that says here, Blank has no respect for magic. I'll show them. That kind of places itself on its own.
Yep.
Nice. Oleg is going to learn magic from all sides.
From everyone.
Learn him some magic.
I'm gonna throw this out there for anyone who wants to take the bait. Blank shares my hunger for knowledge! !
Well,
it's very general.
I mean, Dizzy's interested in learning about ancient civilizations and stuff.
And Grom is a book imp. That's sort of implied.
I think I'm gonna go with Grom there because I feel like it fits better in terms of flavor.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
So I just noticed something. Both I and Oriki have blank owes me their life whether they admit it or not. I wonder, would it be goofy to have each other in that same bond?
I'm totally okay with that.
That actually sounds amazing.
Alright, kid owes me your life.
I've got a bond here. Blanket called me mad. Mad. I'll show them.
What is it?
Here, let me put in the chat.
It's the standard mad scientist thing.
Yeah.
Who would call Dizzy mad?
I wouldn't call Dizzy mad.
Easy to ferret.
It's true.
I guess that we can put NPCs in these bonds too, can't we?
We
Yes.
can, yes.
Yeah, I've got one of the NPCs in one of my bonds currently.
I just think it's more fun to use players, but yes,
Yeah.
can use NPCs.
Cause like my last spawn is supposed to be where's my page with it? Blank is a good person and good and faithful person. Like that's basically just dead. No one is a good and faithful person. I trust them implicitly.
Well, we don't know. We haven't actually played yet. Things can go in a direction we don't expect.
That is true.
Have you made an NPC yet? You could
I
have
did not.
another priest cleric character with you.
That is true. That is true. I can work on that.
So the gunslinger has a bond that reads, I made a promise to Blank that I haven't yet kept.
Read that again. Oh, it's not there. I made a promise something that I haven't yet kept. That one's interesting.
There's also a fourth one that I'm not going to use.
Oh gosh dang it, I was muted the whole time.
No, we're all just ignoring you. It's
Ha! I messed
all
up.
mean.
I thought it was
Anyways,
quiet.
the Berserker has fun bonds. I wasn't saying anything of note there, anyways.
I mean, since people
Alright.
are throwing in their bonds in a thing, I'm just going to put in my last one too. Boink.
My bond was, I will push Baron to be harder or I will break them. And yeah, Zigorg's not interested in magic at all or knowledge or anything like that.
Burn is part mailman.
Yes. I always deliver.
Oh man.
Oh dear God.
Oh boy.
That is uncomfortable.
Why did I click into this tab?
Oh, hello.
Is
How many bonds do berserkers have?
Check your. Isn't it listed there at all?
Yeah, in your playbook, you should have your list of bonds, and that's what you start with.
All 4 of them, or
Yep.
Well, at up to 4, I suppose.
Well, yeah, you can not use them all, but typically you should. I need to have all 4 because it's a mechanic for me to lose bonds. So if I have the less than average, it's, I'm just kind of shooting myself in the foot.
yeah?
Where is that?
Because I have a thing that I can permanently lose a bond and it gives me a bonus to evocation.
Wow.
Permanently, or
Yep, it's permanently. The idea is you lose your part of your humanity to become stronger.
Dude.
oh, dang.
I think the emo player gets something where they can burn up bonds to like avoid death or something.
Yeah. I wonder if Zigork would fit in the calling Dizzy mad, because you're... How to explain? He thinks that you're spending too much time on all this book learning.
I'll probably call. Dizzy is always making me angry. They'd better watch themselves or else.
With all them book learning talk.
I wish Fuse was here so I can ask for the orcs, racial move. No, oxes.
Oh wait, based on that bond, I think I have blank called Mad. Mad, I'll show them. And I'm gonna put the in Mad.
I'm also gonna put Oleg is surprisingly tough for their kind.
Rude. What is something?
Okay, wait, right. So I was asking about I was asking about characters' pronouns. Okay, so Burn is she. Dizzy is they. Grom is he. Oleg is he. Kit is he. Oriki was they.
For now, yeah. Might change.
Alright, and Zagorg is he. Okay.
So, what is Oleg?
He's a Pallas cat.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's
remember
right.
that.
You haven't written it down in your race thing.
You look tough for a cat, turns out.
Yeah, and based on that, I had previously decided, or we decided that Kit refers to Oleg as Grandpappy Oleg, whether or not we're related.
Do you have a bond where you could use that?
So,
Respect thing or something?
The one I went with was Grandpappy Oleg thinks I take too many needless risks, but what does he know?
Does a shield count as armor for the sake of berserker rage?
I don't think so.
While
shield.
wearing armor, I don't think you wear a shield; you hold it.
Yeah.
So if you have it if you have it strapped to your back, you can't. But if you're holding it, you can.
Yeah. That's probably. Then again, steel-rimmed shields are one-handed, and a two-handed battle axe cannot be used with a shield.
That would be correct.
That is accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, since it doesn't give you any armor choices, I think that a shield doesn't count as armor in this case.
He's not going to take a shield anyways, because that's... Because that axe seems... more his style than just a warhammer.
It's a fashion shield. Okay, that does look a little bit meaner.
Okay, so my current bonds are: I have shown Kit the secrets of my inventions. The Gork called me mad. Mad! I'll show them. Personal assistant. And Hoots helped me with one of my projects. I owe her. Hoots is the NPC that I made.
No, that cat's just memeing. Please use this as your token.
No.
Just making me think that I should make my token. So it's pretty clear that no one here fears death. So does anyone have an NPC that would
That would what?
Fear death.
I think the Zagoric's boss might fear death, but it's
Ooh.
too...
And I would have ridden with him, so I'm cool with that. Does he have a name?
I'll figure that out.
Just gonna put it for now, Zagoric's boss.
Yeah.
In brackets.
Mine probably doesn't.
I mean, by virtue of being PCs, like, we're all courageous at some level.
Mm-hmm.
Zagoric's courageous because he's too brazen to know any better.
Oh, I was talking about my NPC. Chrome might be all kinds of cowardice?
Cowardly.
Yeah, that's the word.
Craven.
Yeah, that's a fancy word. Hiding behind illusions and summon creatures. Unless they turn on him. Wonder what might go wrong with a summon spell if my aim isn't true. Guess it will just appear in a weird place.
A parallel universe. Oh no, what's that storm all about?
Probably not anything.
Alright.
Cast a spell
You know-
and annoy someone in the next dimension over.
You know what? You know what the last thing you should do when making a berserker? Look at his damage score.
Ooh.
Yeah,
What's
that's
wrong with it?
Nothing's wrong with it. It's a D10.
yeah. What's our damage rate?
D10. And if 2 of your weapons give you plus 2 damage.
Mine's D6, but I'm supposed to use magic that boosts it. So
Yeah, I also have a D10 because I'm a fighter,
Well, I mean,
which is going to be interesting because I'm just a small cat.
if I ever have to fight, there will be hell to pay. Just let you know.
Oleg's gunslinger's damage dice is just D8.
Well,
Rauko, I notice your damage. You just wrote 6 instead of D6.
yeah, but if I click it,
What?
That
16?
that's you.
oh,
rolled
I
an
see
eight.
what happened. Yeah, it rolled a 7. Okay, no, you're right. There
yeah,
you go, notch.
adds the 1 there.
Also, I'm setting my alignment as chaotic because, you know.
Chaotic
Yeah, I have
person.
no delusions of being heroes this campaign.
But I mean, funnily enough, like we're just around in a campsite, though.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, there's no...
Yeah.
I don't think there's any heroics to be had. It's just exploration.
well,
Mhm.
we might stumble upon some kind of plot, though.
We didn't come here to make friends. Here to win. I mean explore.
We're here to fight, you know.
I think I'm gonna make my NPC a fighter just because it makes sense that I would have a quote unquote travel bodyguard.
Sure.
They're gonna be staying back at camp though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think
It seems weird to get. It seems weird to get a bodyguard when they stay at camp.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, isn't it?
I feel like it probably depends on the individual whether they stay at camp or come with us.
Yeah.
We're already a big group. Like, I would advise to maybe not bring our people around with us.
Mm-hmm.
I think Fuse said that the NPCs are gonna be staying back at the camp. Specifically to
Oh.
I mean, if I am like,
Yeah.
say, if I'm out there traveling, like he's my travel partner type of thing.
My NPC is a hot dog vendor.
Yeah, they're the one keeping us fed.
Yeah.
Here's his name and picture.
Now that's just
Yeah.
That's pushing it.
yeah, it's really unfortunate.
That is
That's what-
pushing it.
Just put a Photoshop filter so that it looks green or something.
Kind of blue will be more appropriate.
Could be worse. Could be a hedgehog.
Well, what if he switches colors? That he's a blue skeleton and a white jacket.
Oh
Well-
god.
He's not technically skeleton or undead. Japanese ghouls are not undead. They just have completely transparent flesh.
Ugh.
They also eat people, but
What happens in the hot dog?
Luckily, none of us are people.
Very stranded.
So, who are the NPCs so far?
There's Oleg's boss. Insert rank here. Hilarious.
yeah, hilarious. There's the copyright problem.
Me, it was just my handler from Nudo, who's basically there to make sure I don't cause problem. Who's probably just gonna jet at some point because he does not want to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they died. It was regrettable, but what are you gonna do?
Although, actually, no. You know what? I think my NPCs would be more like a pack mule and an actual mule.
That's just mean.
Mine was Scar, a huge wolf, mean-looking guy, big, muscular, just to have some extra muscle on the team.
I will once again be right back.
He just wants to do his job and not put up with all the shenanigans.
How do you spell his name?
Should get
Who's that?
voiced Dnaase.
How do you spell his name?
Who's
Scar. Is that the word?
Skarr?
All right.
Did this parent name him that, or is it like a nickname he gave himself because he think it's
Look.
cool?
Look, fantasy names don't need reasons. I mean, my character's name is Kit, as in kitten. So
See, to me, well, I mean, I feel that's more plausible, honestly.
yeah, I guess you have a point. I'll go with undetermined for now.
That could be his stage name.
I mean, it's fine. It's a name he gave himself. He thinks it makes him seem tough. It's a little bit of personality that you don't necessarily think about.
Oleg's last name happens to be the same as the Finnish social insurance institution. Because few said the Galcross is a bureaucratic nightmare.
I mean, I can't really complain or anything. I just take whatever name Roll20 gives me all the time.
How you pronounce Sans' name?
Zigork was a good one that Roll20 gave me, really.
I personally like Yub Frank. How you pronounce the Sans recolor name?
Oh,
Which one?
Yes.
Oh, Dnaase? Dnaase Runlets.
Naza?
Dnaase.
Dnaase.
He also likes anagrams.
I'm sure he does.
Huh. Now, after you said it, I saw it immediately.
Yeah.
It says Sans Undertale.
Wow.
Wow.
How'd you figure that out?
It's an anagram. Like, as soon as he said it's an anagram, I saw it.
I feel so angry. You say that out loud.
It's my original character.
Sans Understory.
Sans is from Cave Story, right?
Yes.
Wink.
Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Yep.
Say no
Oh.
more.
It happened in a cave.
The story that happened in the cave.
For my last bond, I need someone that has already joined me on an expedition and is still willing to work with me after something bad happened.
Nope.
I'm starting to run out of people, huh?
Yeah. Maybe I can just put Scar in, even though he was going to be unrelated.
It was me, somehow. Like, I'd do it, but really can't for something like that.
So how do you think we owe each other our lives, even if it's not true?
I
wonder if we got to the island and something happened and we both think we rescued each other.
That would make sense. It's a foundation that makes sense, at least.
The idea of two people thinking they rescued each other.
Basically, no, there was a situation, both acted upon it, and didn't see the other act upon it. Fuse isn't there, so we don't know like what kind of danger there's to find on this mysterious unnamed island. I wonder if that means we're allowed to make something up.
Something out in the jungle, maybe.
That would definitely make sense.
Big animal.
Big old hippo. Hey, hippos kill a lot of people every year.
I know.
They do.
Okay, so I think just Susie and Zephyr need to make NPCs, right?
Yeah.
I have my NPC idea. I just need to name him and flesh out the backstory. I'm doing that in the bio right now.
Alright.
Miko Fire is taking it really hard.
Just so stupid. Like it. Shameless.
Do you have a bone to pick with Bellmoore now?
I mean, Fuse did say to avoid copyright infringement, but if you rearrange the letters, I guess it's okay.
Yeah, I believe his thing is as long as you can't immediately find out with a Google search.
Just.
I was project going to go with another character from that same game. Just that will be more fitting for someone coming from the other side, but yeah, nah. Let's go with this guy. Just because.
I like the idea that we got here, and there's some.
Was he already on the island?
I hope Fuse doesn't have the wits to make him make a pun every time you speak to him.
Ooh.
Oh, I think he's going to go out of his way to acknowledge it the least possible, honestly. Going by his reaction to the other NPC that was even more copyright obvious.
Like, yeah, that was just straight on, the other one.
I'm bad at naming things, so I'm just gonna spend a minute or few thinking up a name or seven.
Name for what?
Zygorg's boss.
Axe. NPC.
Oh, okay.
The axe first, of course. That's somehow more important.
Just take a normal name and spell it differently.
Yeah, add an apostrophe in there.
Take a normal name and then rewrite it so that it still sounds the same. Like Steve.
Good old Steve.
Put it through an anagram generator.
Hey, Steve!
Or Zinni.
Well, if you're looking for a name for your ex, there are like magical item name generators around.
And my ex.
Mr. the Axe.
That's for you, Ralco.
Johnny Axeface.
I think I'm gonna call it Moon Cleaver.
Oh, there you go.
That's
Wow.
That's really good for a name. Gonna cut the moon. Zegorg's goal is to get into space. Isn't STNX a video game?
Yeah.
You knew it.
Wait, what?
STNX.
STNX. Yeah.
Or wait for
so great.
your snake priest to drop the moon and then chop it from there.
Alright, so what we gotta do is find Majora's Masks, then we can summon the moon, and when it's here, you can cleave it.
Flawless plan.
There we go, that's the campaign story right there.
Yeah, screw you, Tides.
No, yeah, screw you, everything else on the planet.
Didn't we already destroy this world once?
gonna cause a time paradox. Destroying the world before it got a chance to be destroyed.
And for once, it will be the fighter that causes it, rather than the mages.
And the
Oh.
artificer.
Yeah, last time was the Artificer.
Yep.
This
I
time I
hope-
really hope the artificer doesn't destroy the
Oh, right, it was the artificer.
I hope
Gosh
that we
dang it.
destroy this world every time we play in it.
I was kind of hoping that season 2 will be events of season 2 will be happening at the same time as this.
Oh gosh, I hope not. That would guarantee that all of us die eventually.
But
Yeah, but
maybe...
then the final quest will be to survive, to find a way to survive the storm.
Right, like we're in a spot where we're looking for magical artifacts. Maybe we'll find a way to undo the end of time that past us did.
That would be hilarious if that was actually what happens.
Man, that'd be great.
I hope Hughes is listening.
Yeah, this is recorded.
See, what we find is a artifact that'll let us party wipe the previous team before they destroy everything.
And save Ugbarge's stupid butt.
I was actually going to ask what happens if I make Shank my NPC. Wasn't sure would that cause a time paradox.
It depends if it's an alternate. It really depends if it's an alternate timeline or if it's the same one. If there's an alternate timeline, then I mean anything goes.
Honestly, that would be interesting if, like, the big boss was past characters of ours.
I do think that would be really cool if that came up at some point.
Would be interesting.
And
Final
you
fight
randomly
at the-
see a team of Valkyries come into town and try to negotiate for peace.
Final fight.
Optimism. .jpg.
So is there anything else anyone needs on?
Yeah, I think we went through most of it, right?
Yeah. Does everyone have their bonds?
I have most of them.
I think Oleg is good with 2 bonds.
Oh man, you
feel
should try to get at least one more.
I feel like I'm just gonna leave the other one blank for now and just add it in as after the first session when I get a better sense of who would fit it.
Yeah, like at least do that, Bellmoore, because like getting stuff with just 2, like I feel like.
That was Mikko.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. This is the first time. I feel bad, but sorry. Both have the same accent. It's weird.
Strange how that happens.
Your blank one for burn.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess you could wait or use your mule friend.
See, I don't want to use my own NPC for that because that feels cheeky.
I mean, it's not gonna last for long, though, right?
That is true. And it would make sense if I'm like literally keeping them along, type of thing, especially in the relationship that we're going to have.
What kind of promise could Oleg have given to someone?
Promise me not to insult my deity anymore.
Never.
Well, there you go. You didn't uphold the promise yet.
Opiate of the masses.
You promised to take me on an expedition for my 15th birthday.
All right. Time to fill in the details for Sneakorg's commanding officer / official / I don't even know at this point.
Or maybe Hilarious could fit in there somewhere.
A promise that I haven't yet kept.
No, that's not an obvious one. It's interesting, but not obvious.
Well, the gunslinger also has a 4th bond that I'm not going to use. That's blank is my lover. Or was. Or will have been. Or ... It's complicated.
Wow.
I think you totally use that.
I am not role-playing that.
Are you sure you don't want to have a fling with the hot dog vendor?
Not particularly, no.
I think in that big PDF you said we could also draw from archaeologist class.
Ooh,
Oh, right.
I don't remember
what page was it?
I'm scanning through right now.
I've got the rhyming goal for that written down if you want.
Yeah, the beast has a advanced move called Tarzan. That's funny.
Oh, page 80.
Yep. Page 80. Like, yeah. I need somebody's help to find a valuable treasure.
Blank may be the brawn of this group, but I'm the brain.
Can work.
Oh, my alignment is given to me, is special to my thing, so
Huh.
Blank joined me on my first expedition, and they're still willing to work with me after the, you know.
Yeah, I took 3 of my 4 bonds from archaeologist.
Oleg once a short one of disease creations. During the first expedition. Would that work?
Can you put it in the chat, please?
Can I what now? Oh.
Yeah.
You know. The noodle incident.
I mean, that could work if you count the deity insulting thing.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Nice.
Like one shot. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
I got the idea that if Oleg, a kid, and Dizzy all know each other, what was something like Dizzy made those claws for Kit, then Oleg Oleg accidentally broke them, and then Dizzy had to make some new ones.
Look, it looked like terrible beast. I had to make sure.
So remind me, everyone has the find treasure move, right now?
Yeah, I put that in there.
All right, I'll put it too, because I forgot if it was replaced something or is just an extra.
I did not put that move
I
in
just
there.
inserted it because I assume that's what we're supposed to do.
I mean, it would make a whole lot of sense. So
Where was it?
If you go into just search treasure in Discord and you'll find it.
I just cut and pasted from Kit's character sheet.
Yeah, since he said this is an extra move he's adding to the game, I figured it'd just be helpful to paste it in.
Having it there will remind us that we have it.
Oh yeah, it's a setting move. Like in Dungeon World, you're supposed to have occasional custom moves and stuff like that. That's appropriate for the situation or the game itself.
I just love on a miss run.
It's pretty good.
But based on this, it's almost like we're gonna get a lot of shitty treasures in this. It's gonna be really hard.
By definition, on a 10 plus, a GM picks one. It's always either going to be cursed or trapped, and if it's not either, it's worthless.
Yeah.
So everything is either cursed or trapped.
There's really no way to win.
It's cursed fake.
So basically, the best way to win is to not play.
It's also... Sorry. It's also not really a move we can just activate on our own. It's just going to be whenever we find treasure.
Yeah, that is true, actually, yeah.
We need someone like Igor to remove enchantments from these things.
Too bad Igor's busy being in between dimensions and studying up on water making robots. Also forwarding his music career. He's too busy for this crud.
You, passing shark, play music at this thing.
The shark ignores you.
Damn
If
short.
If he is between dimensions, could I conjure him? Oh.
Technically speaking, I
Doubtful.
guess so.
What if you just conjured all of our past characters?
That's a terrible idea.
I cast summon Baldwin.
Oh, well, I mean, there's worse characters you can summon.
Stay in school.
Oh yeah, you could save Avon.
Yeah, yeah. You feel like it?
Might accidentally summon some zombie Avon.
You summon Avon, you have him freeze some traps that are in the ruins. Then immediately the ice breaks and crushes it.
Should have stayed in school.
You jerks.
You jerks.
Poor Avon. Oh, he had an arc.
He was lost at sea.
That season had the highest turnover rate for our party.
hmm
Oh, season 2 was a killer.
Yeah.
Real
Because, like,
meat
season one we had a couple death rolls, and season 3 we had a few death rolls, but, like, season 2 just brutally murdered everyone.
But Fuse like had a good explanation because like in 1 we were very cautious, but gradually we came to learn how strong we would be.
Mm-hmm.
So at
Yeah.
2 we started with that assumption and just kind of went at it.
That is
Yeah.
true, that is very true, and then... I still don't know how no one died in season 3, honestly.
Because I feel we got a better grasp of what makes sense.
Yeah, but we still got, like, some really, really bad situations.
Yeah.
We fell down a lot.
Got lucky a few times.
almost died at in the first session because of the goddamn door. Goddamn floating door.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
It's just there.
We had a literal death roll in the first session of that game.
Yeah.
Because of
I
the
almost
pointless
died on the
floating
first
door.
session too. That's right. But
Yeah.
we didn't. But look, because of level 1, everyone sucks. Like
yeah,
that's
that's true.
That's fair.
This was supposed to be a warning of how bad things could be, but instead we interpreted it as a challenge.
Sometimes I wonder if you guys have any sense of self-preservation or not.
I
Sometimes.
typically do. You'll notice that my
typically
characters
also
always
do.
have an escape plan all the time.
I think. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think between Hiko and McCrory, which one had the worst sense of self-preservation?
I mean, sorry, Bob, you didn't meet my character in the Fate campaign, Milk, who was basically suicidal with the way he was acting.
Oh god.
Ralka, I've been meaning to ask you, how come in Fate you had a character named Penguin Emperor?
Yeah, first Fate series. That's right. That's just because again, Roll20 had words that were very similar to Penguin and very similar to Emperor.
And now I'm jealous they didn't do that for me.
And how many characters did you go through in the Freebooters game?
We ended on my third one.
Ah, yes.
Yarnio.
Now Yarnio survived us all.
Yeah, he survived the previous game campaign too. How many
think-
characters did Fuse lose? It's quite a few.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think he's lost like 2 in the first 3 booters.
Yeah,
Ah,
he
yeah.
was also
Alright.
on his third character.
Raukow, the
around
name
5
of
then.
the name of Zigork's, like, the person who's in charge of Zigork is Samson.
Samson got
Samphson.
PH.
Samson.
Yes.
Okay.
Be right back.
Fuse was on his 4th character at the end of the Freebooters day.
What, 4th one? There's the wizard. There's the dwarf.
Another dwarf.
The cleric, right? And now, yeah, the trapper. You're right. He was on his 4th.
Yeah, he had a fighter dwarf who blew up.
Yeah, that one did
Was
not
full of
last
alcohol.
long. It lasted like a dungeon.
Not even that.
Oh,
I realized I've never had to re-roll a character because the one time I had a character die, the campaign ended anyway.
You ended the campaign by dying.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe the world wouldn't have ended if we didn't try to just fast forward to the end after that.
Maybe not immediately. Is the way I think I see it.
So, you almost died at the end of campaign 1, too.
Almost died though. Almost.
But this gave you a thumbs up, so everything was okay.
Yeah, for blowing yourself up inside a dragon.
For absolutely no reason.
I think
Now
that's
it's
still
gonna
one of
be
my
awesome. Okay.
That is one of my favorite moments, yeah.
I was so free I was gonna get Baldwin killed. I felt so bad.
And see, that was the thing. In season 2, we started with that attitude.
I think if you don't count the world ending in season 2, I might be the only one that has not had a character die yet.
I also didn't have a character directly die, but I had to re-roll them because
they retired.
Perry kinda
Wow.
ran off and did his whole campaign thing for peace.
yeah, Wolmake also didn't exactly die, he just went on his separate way.
Okay, yeah. I forgot about some of those.
It's a very diplomatic way of saying that no one liked him.
One of my favorite characters from season 2.
Oh, the fact that he had to leave makes me sad, but...
Too evil.
I don't think he was gonna get his peace negotiations with that group in particular.
It's one of those situations where all the characters hate the character, but all the players love the character.
Yeah.
But the problem was, LaCroix was always pulling for him up to the point that he went and merged him with Ugbarge.
Are we talking about Volmacher here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt bad that I was always so antagonistic to him, but I'm like, that's just my character. Because, like, I thought he was the most interesting character I've ever seen, but it was still like, my dude hates you, sorry.
Tried so hard, but it's just his methods, like, he's completely blind to it. Like, that was amazing. Also, he was just really bad at magic rolls.
Well-intentioned extremist. To the extreme. Intentions were pure.
I mean,
But
the worst
he-
was the portal thing. God damn.
That was Raukow's character, actually.
That was me,
Well, that was,
yeah.
I mean, that was like, I mean, yeah, that was you, and then he decided to try to make like a flesh golem out of, wasn't it? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did something horrible? What's this?
hold my beer.
Horror attack team over here.
I had to do something there.
I hope you weren't too disappointed when you felt you needed to retire him.
No.
Okay.
I like the episode where Shank froze time for months on it.
Oh, that whole chapter was amazing.
That was great.
I feel like that's probably the peak of my RPG career. It's all downhill from there.
And a rare moment where Swirly Bomb was actually in focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a hard time playing in character and actually speaking up because I don't want to interrupt whatever anyone else is doing.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm a bit too brazen myself.
Even my new character, Kit, I imagine the kind of, tag-along kid that can't stop talking, but I don't think I can actually play that.
Yeah, well, I decided to give my character the, hot shit, attitude just to kind of... Well, I mean, I feel like my natural reactions and stuff will probably be like that anyway, so...
To force you to speak out a bit more, maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, even as party leader with Leonius, I didn't do much.
You're
except save everyone.
Saving everyone is something that you can do.
Leonius tried to lead by example.
Did a good job of it.
Yeah, you did help us out mentally with that information.
So, yeah.
Actually, now I want to see, given Bird's attitude, I want to see her meet LaCroix.
Oh gosh. One of the advanced moves of the Berserker is Vandal. When you discern realities, on a hit, you may also ask, who or what here is most vulnerable to me for free, in addition to your other questions.
Alright.
Latia looks punchable.
Someone mentioned freebooters earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I think I listened to the first session of that, which is where you guys generated a world.
I wasn't there for that one.
Do you have that accessible, the process?
Well,
Because I thought it was really interesting.
but yeah, the playtesting material is freely available as soon as I find the link to it. I'll forward it to you. Check.
Oh, hey, I don't die if I sacrifice all my bonds.
Wow.
I just get a -1 to a few moves to parlay, defend, aid, or interfere.
Huh.
You got power.
So basically, you're saying that you're immortal.
Alright, first thing I do on session 1. Sacrifice all my bonds.
Burn all your bonds.
I can only go up to a maximum of +3, so I'll always have at least one bond, but I can also sacrifice a bond to escape death, so I guess that would happen that way.
What's an Arakoa?
What do you mean, Raukau?
Yeah, where'd you see that? Sounds like a brand of lizard, but I'm not sure.
I'll need to ask Fuse next time.
Brand of lizard.
Because that's one of the words that shows up in the Beast class for the overview.
Playbook.
Yep. Here's the latest
Or using-
stuff.
Oh, thank you.
So, who's gonna end up being the leader of this group, do you think?
So, formally, me and Zephyr were on a completely different thing, and our leader is an NPC, so we'll see how that mixes things up.
Yeah, what were you thinking about?
Okay, you keep cutting out for me.
So basically, like, so me and Zephyr basically are added to your group, like, later, in a sense. Don't know how that dynamic's gonna turn out. Looking at your characters, I'm not sure if it would be one of you, if it would be an NPC.
Well, I want to say Oleg, but since you already have a superior coming with us, I guess it'd be him.
That would make sense to me.
Yeah. Maybe there would be someone slightly above him also monitoring this.
See, I feel like that's what his boss already does. Like, he's not the person who's gonna go to dig sites. He is the one
He's not
managing.
I guess he could be the manager.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see who takes charge out of us.
Like, head of security. Like,
I also like to make sure that anyone who hasn't gotten a chance to leave the group yet that he wants to, gets that chance,
So if Oleg's boss is head of security, who would be like head of the researching?
Professor Hank.
Good old Professor Hank. Alright, well, let me rephrase maybe the question. Who is of all the character, who is there really specifically because they want to be digging around for ancient garbage? Like, it's
Not
Dizzy,
me.
right?
Let's see, Dizzy and the NPC accompanying them, boots out. Here, let me just. I posted their info earlier in the chat, but let me
But I mean, like, so what I'm hearing is that the party leader's probably gonna be Dizzy.
Like, that would make the most sense.
Like, Hoots is like maybe head researcher at camp, but Dizzy is the one on the field.
Yeah.
and most likely.
So there you go. It's your turn.
As long as you don't mind being leader a second time.
In the same world.
I mean, like, what was leader, but was he really the...
Quote unquote leader.
If it was just my pick, I would think Oleg, because you seem like the grumpy leader kind of guy.
Nah.
The way I see it, it's like Dizzy's like the leader of the actual like exploration bit, but also you got Oleg, who's in the place of authority as like head of security.
I don't mean this in a bad way, but the idea of Miko Fire being a leader scares me.
The only
I
one.
understand why you think that, but I think it's fine to change it up every once in a while.
I too am terrified of that possibility.
I think you'll be fine, though.
I don't.
I think you'll do reckless things, but I think those reckless things are gonna lead to great moments.
Well, as long as you don't go full commissar on us.
Naturally.
No running! Bang! No, that's more what Sir Basil would do.
Yeah.
I would be terrified if Sir Basil.
Oh god, Sir Basil. Oh god.
See, Sir Basil, I was less sad when he wasn't there anymore.
No shit.
LaCroix and Basil went to negotiate for a boat, and both of them ended up in the river losing limbs.
Oh, so fun little thing. I wrote a letter to when I retired Aldroof, I wrote a letter to what's his name, LaCroix, and which I didn't say in the group, but I basically wrote in like a little note like, don't trust Sir Basil, like ditch him as soon as possible.
Very simple.
I mean, to be fair, my limited interaction with Sir Basil was, I'm going to get you arrested, so... So sorry, not sorry.
I think in universe that was the most dysfunctional group trying to save the world.
I think half the group wasn't actually even trying to save.
Sir Basil was there to save the world.
Warmaker was kinda there to save something.
I had to have Shank bail on you guys twice. Couldn't stop doing stupid things.
Again, principle.
The Shane was supposed to be retired in a far-off country. Then we ended up wandering the wilderness for a month and ending up in the town you retired to.
Halfway across the continent.
I just like the fact that like he willingly threw that hourglass, and yet like I think two of us nearly dropped it at some point too. Like that could have happened to anyone, but we just somehow lucked out with our rolls for once.
Huh. Which session was this now?
That was that was the one near the end of the second season where we had the time stop.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, it was my one-player game part of playing a role-playing game.
Oh yeah, and Ugbarj had a blue screen of death there.
No idea what Zimmy will have done with the time stopping.
Oh god, Zimmy.
Just sit down and meditate for a few millennia.
Learn about more horrific animal facts.
Just sit down until the Emperor comes looking for you.
I'm trying to think of what LaCroix would have done if he had frozen time. He at least had a magic background, so I feel like he will eventually learn how to do time magic or something.
Ugbarj probably would have wandered into Neodo himself.
So you would have been confronted with the shaman too. Which is what ended up happening, right? Like, he meant like a magical guy, spirit thing.
Well, I was going to just waltz up to the Emperor and just kill him and end the war. But then he was some kind of higher being that was not time stopped.
No, the Emperor was being watched by... The Emperor Shogun guy was being watched by... Oh yeah, the Shogun was being watched by the Emperor who... wasn't he, like, secretly the god of unity or something?
Yeah.
Forget the details now.
Yeah, I thought it was like some kind of wizard, but yeah, something like that.
For him saying that he wasn't in this world.
Yeah, he was very vague about everything.
That was cool though, because that got us to learn a bit more about the plot going on, which doesn't happen often.
Mm-hmm. I like that we were supposed to go take on Muto. Instead, went to a lot of other countries. And on top of that, every single country we went to, we did something to the capital, the leader of that country.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I'm gonna save the world by destroying every other nation.
Have them all band together and chase us to Nudo. Haha.
And it took us a lot to even start the whole Nudo thing. At first, we were just literally wandering around at sea.
Yeah.
Like, my plan had been going to that one nation, was it Angelou or?
Yeah.
So we're gonna go we're gonna free their capital and stuff. We're gonna get that country on our side, and have a whole army to go up against Muto. Then we instead destroyed their capital and got them pissed off.
We were kind of terrible heroes that campaign.
Can you even call us heroes? Some people tried. Some people tried.
I mean, I was trying to play a slightly amoral thief, and I feel like I was one of the more upstanding characters of the group.
Yeah, you really were.
That
I mean,
should tell you something
Just
about
by having the mentality of don't cause trouble to people that are above.
And we had an actual aspiring supervillain join the team.
That was amusing.
Well, it was a reflection on what the tomb was up to. I thought.
Sorry.
I saw it made a lot. It both made a lot of sense and was pretty funny. So
I just like the
went
person
with
that you were tailing died in the first session you joined, and you killed them.
it. Yeah. Look, they weren't as good as I thought they were.
It really,
LaCroix had no problem. LaCroix had no problem accepting this guy onto the team because they talked about how good LaCroix was. That just went right to his head.
I did really like how you played that character, though.
The worst part
The personality.
is that
carrying supervillain. That's nice.
worst part is that while Kay was around is when we were cohesive as a group.
Well, you actually had focus.
LaCroix trusts some pretty questionable people.
Well, LaCroix was overly trusting of everyone, it seemed.
This is a story of how LaCroix tried to save the world, but listened to the wrong people, and in the end, gave up.
I was shot in the back by one of those people.
No, I got this. Don't worry.
I know LaCroix had the 2 health left, was in the maw of a dragon. I'm gonna shoot the dragon. Please don't aim for the mouth. If you miss, it's gonna hit LaCroix and kill him. So you aim for the mouth and you kill him.
Yeah, specifically say, I'll shoot it in the face.
How else would you describe
Oh my
the dragon?
god.
With Sir Basil's leg.
I just saw one of the gunslinger's moves. More darker. When you deal damage with a gun, you may deal additional damage equal to your aim. If you do, that gunshot is very, very loud.
I wonder if that campaign should retroactively be named The Tragedy of Saucer LaCroix.
Yes.
I feel like just everything went wrong for him. Then he got shot in the back.
I mean, he wasn't the most sympathetic person, though, but I guess he was far from the least sympathetic person.
Yeah. LaCroix was average in that group.
That's Oleg's tenet, because I see it's a thing you gotta choose.
Always show courage in the face of danger.
Yeah, that
Always
sounds
assist
like...
it.
Well, like you need to choose one of those, right? Oh,
No,
up
it was-
to. Oh.
Yeah, always show courage in the face of danger. And always assist anyone in distress if it is within your power to do so. And never leave a comrade behind.
Well, the last one is reassuring.
Comrade.
Comrade. A very Mikofire character.
Did you also play Baldwin, or was that Bellmoore?
Yeah, I played Baldwin.
Baldwin
Bellmoore
was
was-
definitely Miko.
Bellmoore was the other wizard.
The Dragon
Like-
Wizard.
Yeah,
His original domain was Storms, but it very quickly became all about dragons.
Nathan does sound like the name of a brand of battery.
I was a sane wizard in that, suffering from a wand that only got worse when I failed the most important role.
There you think, wizard.
Wow, the Gunslinger, at least at the very start, is a very straightforward set of moves they got.
He should.
Yeah.
He shoot.
I like how season 3B had only 3 episodes. One time loop.
I think season 1 is the only one where we actually had a final boss.
Yeah.
The one's
Oh,
just
the
kind
dragons.
of-
The dragon's kind of a final boss. It's just that we failed.
Yeah, I guess so.
Season 3 had
The orb was a final boss too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I was gonna
Hey,
mention
that's-
that.
That was a cool fight.
Man, the two fins, though, like, obliterated it. Though.
Yeah.
The diva used it as a speed bag.
Igor healed it.
Give it some chance.
Well, that happens when we had two melee focused guys wailing on a thing.
I'm glad we entered that anvil room.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. I'll be right back again.
In season 1, we had a final boss, but we severely nerfed him with all those rituals.
But, like, that was the campaign, though. That was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole goal of the campaign.
Yeah,
And even then, there were several times that we were like, one bad roll away from getting auto killed.
I felt it was kind of like Lavos from Chrono Trigger, where if we had just fought it head on, we would have all died. But we spent all this time making it beat.
Yeah.
Like, it was a good, 3 or 4 full sessions where we were getting ready.
I just liked how my motive was to find my mentor and I immediately get him killed.
That's just good storytelling. We've never had a druid. Oh no, we had another druid. But
Zimmy.
very briefly.
And again, died. Well, not
yeah,
again.
and Zimmy too. Yeah, that's true.
I also played Autothel, but not for very long.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
It's Ranger, I think, the class we've seen the least of the base ones. With
Season 2 really did a high turnover rate. I forgot about some of the characters that were in the group. But most people had at least 2 characters over the course of that campaign.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm the only one to play Ranger or Thief so far.
You You play the roles people don't want to for some reason.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to try those out. I've just been slowly working through, the different.
Right, saying like if we didn't do DLC, this one I probably would have given Ranger a try, but we added DLC and thus like 50 new options.
Berserker sounds really cool.
I kind of almost want to retry Ranger just because the reason I picked Ranger was so that I could have a gigantic wolf ally, but I didn't really use Woofy much at all.
That's the thing, like I think there's enough room that you can play a same class twice and have a very different experience.
Yeah, I kind of want to try Druid again sometime. But
I mean, if we ever return to season 1, like those characters didn't die.
See, my problem with that though is that we didn't die, but because of that, we're on super high level.
And I feel like I like how they ended. I kind of don't want to fuck that up.
Well, it did end with hey guys, I found a new adventurer sort of thing.
Yeah, like it's like oh, they had a happy ending, type of thing, or like it can go on and they're without our interference and killing everyone.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if we did, I think I would retire Thandir. I think I was just kind of done with him story-wise.
I think what we need to do is merge that universe with the season 2/4 universe.
Huh.
So the world be real big.
I mean, for all we know, it could be part of the season 3B universe.
Sure.
There's a little avenue to do that in that I had an idea with, but I'm a bit skittish to go forward with it, really.
Wonder if Fuse still has like that map saved somewhere. Cause feel like this season we're going to be dealing with magic stuff. So we could find something that transports us to season 1.
Man, I wonder if I could have a chance to play Salty Simon again.
Oh yeah, the old map is still pinned if you look back at the pinned messages.
But like in Roll20, like if you could just pull it up like that. Archive stuff.
Probably.
Yeah, in the Dungeon Mansion season, if anything had happened to Yub Yub, I was going to straight up reuse O-Gem, but like she had somehow found her way to the mansion.
Yeah, same. I was going to, if Chedive was going to die, I'll just replace him with Salty Simon.
I mean, I did that with Pakewell, so...
That's true.
Because, I mean, I just really like that character in the one-shot, and I was like, I wanna be a pirate, yar.
I really like that like, you kind of drew those two story arcs together. Like, you had the side thing, and then and then that character shows up in the main campaign later on.
Yar, serrated edges, yar.
God, that was everything.
Everyone had serrated weapons.
Well, it was like the best trait to pick, so you had to.
That was the least balanced group because we were just all fighters.
I just liked that. It was just like, oh, I'm gonna make a fighter. I'm gonna make a fighter too. Like, it was just like, oh shit.
Yar. Small world, yar.
My character had serrated and burning knuckle dusters.
Burning was a custom thing Fuse let you do, I think.
Yep, it almost
Just to be different.
almost killed me twice.
Yeah, no, that's what I like about with Fuse as a DM. We have a lot of flexibility that a lot of DMs don't go with.
I think it helps that he improvises a lot of the story, so he's not really tied down to anything.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he kind of has to improvise everything because
Well,
no
yeah,
way
with
to
us.
predict what any of us do.
Well, yeah,
Right,
that's
I
kind of
don't
the thing
know.
in Dungeon World. It's play to find out what happens.
So it's in the rules that you're not really supposed to plan too much ahead of time?
Pretty much, yeah. It's much more a collaborative storytelling than in a like D&D or something. Players have much more influence on the stuff that happens.
I wonder how this group would fare in a more structured, like, classic D&D campaign.
Terrible.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna be playing a D&D campaign sometime.
No, I am in a 5th edition game.
Ooh.
How's that been treating you, Miko?
Bellmoore.
Bellmoore.
It's fun. It's a from a different Discord server, this group. But yeah, we played through a couple of module campaigns, and it's gone well enough.
Are you DMing or playing?
Playing.
I would really like to play D&D again.
My twin brother is gonna be is looking to GMing some Pathfinder stuff, so that's gonna be cool.
Pathfinder is interesting, but it's quite a bit more complicated, though.
But that's kind of what I like about Pathfinder. Like,
Yeah.
D&D is now in this weird state where it doesn't want to be too complicated, but it's not narrative-driven enough either. So you just,
I don't know. You can do some fun stuff with it. Like,
I think different styles of play appeal to different people.
like from my experience with 5th edition, like my favorite class from there is Warlock, and a Hexblade Warlock at that. Just fun.
Warlock seems fun, yeah.
You can pretty much combine Hexblade Warlock with any other charisma-based class, and it just works.
I played in sorry, continue.
Because Hexblade Warlock lets you use your charisma bonus for your attack and damage rolls with any weapon that you have.
Wow.
So
Shoot you charismatically. Haha.
yeah,
Kill you with kindness, literally.
so yeah, you can combine take 1 or 2 level of Hexblade Warlock and rest sorcerer, so you have spellcaster who can also kick ass when he needs to. And
So
still have
what are
strength
the
that becomes
arch?
that.
So on a similar note, what are the archfey like? Have you ever dealt with some in a campaign, Bellmoore?
Nah, I've always been either Hexblade or old ones. My current character is an insane priest.
Yeah,
Insane.
you would go with the old ones.
Insane priest of Dowloth in a campaign world that is not really heard of.
Hmm.
But yeah, it has been fun playing 5th edition. And it's not as doesn't have as much like stuff you can select as in Pathfinder.
It's crunchy.
Because I played a short 12 session or so D&D 5 campaign with other people once, and it's pretty fun. But I feel like when you roll a class, you're going to be really similar to other people playing the same class.
Well, yeah.
There's not a lot of decisions to make in character building, I find.
Well, there is a lot of classes, though.
That is a slight bit unfortunate, but yeah.
Like, I played in a Pathfinder game here when Sapphire was DMing it. I was a gingerbread witch.
I remember that. Yes.
Yeah. It was fun, weird, food-based game. Yeah.
I did want to try joining that Pathfinder game you guys initially had here, if you didn't have so many people, but I can't really play games on Sunday, unfortunately.
I was thinking about joining one of the Fader.
I can barely handle one campaign as is.
I
I
would
was
like-
kind of thinking that, but I think I'll be fine handling 2.
I would like to try joining another game here, if only I had the time to do so.
Yeah, that's a big thing, right? Like, I mean, I miss already, like, a lot of sessions for this one, which I feel kind of bad about, but, you know, I'm kind of everywhere.
That's okay, Suze.
Well, there are the occasional morning games. Like, we have 3 players in those currently.
Those are rough if you're not in the EU, though, man.
Yeah, that's probably like night for me.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
But also why there are only 3 players most.
Smaller groups can be fun too, though.
Yeah, but it's also problematic if someone gets sick. It's pretty easily cancelled then. Like yesterday, we were supposed to have a game, but one player got sick and the other ones were not so keen on continuing.
Right, and here with like 7 players, we can like miss 3 players and we're still planning to play.
That's
It kind of sucks because sometimes it makes for awkward parts in the story, but
Yeah. Or like when it's like, oh, we really need Audea here. Oh, too bad.
Oh, Audea's not here.
Guess we're gonna spend all the time in the library.
Wait a second. So you're playing the priest now, and you're the one who tends to have social engagements?
Y'all better not. Be too careless.
I didn't even notice that.
It's okay. One of the NPCs can fill in for me.
Well,
I just realized we only have one healer in the group.
I think so, yes.
Oleg has 3 uses of bandage.
Alright, there you go. We're covered.
Okay, now I feel really bad. Now this is like...
I picked some potions too.
You got a lot of pressure on your
I
shoulders
have
now.
one healing.
Like I already
potion.
know one week I have someone coming in from out of the country, and then another week I have like a tournament.
Well, Crow might be able to cast healing spells. They might also go horribly wrong.
We don't want a Voltmeyer 2 situation. I got 2 whole healing potions, so we're good.
I have 3 band-aids too.
Yes.
I think we've gotten so used to having tons of healing that we have to get used to the intended method of actually sleeping to rest for recovery.
Maybe that's why Season 3 went so well. We had like 4 different sources of healing.
I think that's why Fuse kept ramping up the damage on everything we fought.
I think that's also why Fuse did the whole, unwanted attention deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on.
Alright, looking at my Weave spell things, I have no options for healing.
Well, my animal nature option is you can attempt to cast a spell outside your domain, but all options go wrong.
Not really.
Inverting bile.
So you're healed, but everyone in town has the wounds you had. Alright.
Well, it also will put myself in danger, so...
So that's why you won't do it.
And that's on a good roll.
Man.
Rough.
Wow, yeah, so you are playing like the most extreme level of wizardry where you can solve everything, but it causes more problems.
Yep.
Can solve most problems, but don't.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Guess we'll see how deadly this ends up being.
First hand.
Especially if Fuse keeps his high damage ratings from before, when we don't have so much healing this time.
We were lucky we could get him to give us a barrel of healing potion.
And still die.
Oh wow, that's a custom thing Fuse gave you? The whole you can cast outside your domain?
Yeah, it's my book imp thing.
Oh.
Fuse is the worst.
Where do you see that?
Because so animal nature is a thing in Grom's character sheet, and it says work with your GM to write 2 custom moves. So that's why, like, this is custom to this game. This is a move Fuse wrote for him. Like on 10+, you do it. So lower than 10, everything is a nightmare.
Yeah.
You do it should have a exclamation mark on it.
We already have our first quote of the season.
And your Lightman roll is help to fulfill someone's wishes. So that's nice.
Yep. I'm a helpful little imp.
What are the other things? Let's see. Burn, endanger yourself to heal another. That's... Oh, you're actually good? Huh, okay. Let's see. Kit, leap into danger without a plan. Alright.
Yeah. I'm trying that method this time.
Yeah, that's against you as a player, so that's going to be interesting.
Solve someone else's problem without getting emotionally invested.
I mean, that's at least helpful.
I'm already wondering if I'll fail to play my alignment.
My alignment is cause trouble due to your short temper.
Yeah, that is what it is.
Opposite of my playstyle.
I mean, sometimes it's good for a challenge. If it ends up that you just never do it, maybe you can change it.
Wait, I just realized if this is the only player character of the group that mythology, what happens if they die?
Well, there's a whole bunch of weirdos stuck on an island.
We'll just move on to the next island and ruin things there.
I really don't want another LaCroix situation.
Well, remember that the LaCroix situation was because he was the last original character. So the game will still continue if Dizzy's gone. Wow, Dizzy's alignment thing is like very on plot. Discover long lost knowledge or culturally significant artifact or place.
Yeah.
You gotta discover a thing every session, Dizzy.
Well, I mean, there's always treasure.
If anything happens to me, I think I'll try and make a healing character.
Nah, we'll just have to be a bit more careful. I say as one of the characters' goal is to literally not be careful.
I meant you guys, not me.
Well, it's a good thing gun is a ranged weapon.
My alignment is defy the plans and machinations of an authority, so expect me to get in your face a lot.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Euclidean echo.
So it feels like we went around the circle.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Strange order, but I think we went around the circle.
Like, I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything else that's left that we need to figure out.
Do you know if the artificer can make any kind of thing that would help with healing?
Well, there is the... Like, I managed to argue that the last time that the elements can include death and life.
Huh.
So we can make a medic gun.
Yeah, I did last time, I think, or at least I intended to.
Yeah, you tried to. I remember that now. Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't have time to complete it.
Create a literal death ray.
I guess I'll ask Fuse about it. If I can make some kind of healing gun, I'll absolutely do that.
Anti-death ray.
But at the same time, like, we need to not be paranoid about... Because we're used to having a whole lot of healing. Like, we can maybe just try to be a little bit more careful, too. Not use constant healing as a crutch.
In character, I'm just going to get in there and do things.
Can't wait to eat some venison.
Well, I mean, Grom can always conjure up a bottle of Tylenol.
A horde of demons. Let's charge it.
You do that. We're gonna go over here.
Fix bayonets.
I'll go with you. I'll also charge demons.
Yeah, bayonet charge.
Alright, well, Zipper's singing, so I guess this is the time for us to part.
Yeah, I guess we're all ready.
Yep.
Yeah,
We're
like,
all-
we would have started a half session like we did with the mansion, but Fuse ain't there, so...
Yeah, Fuse is gone. For some reason.
Alright, he's got his life.
Well, I guess see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, looking
See,
forward to
Yeah, no, I'm really excited for this one.
Yeah, same here. This is gonna be a good one, I can tell.
Yep.
Alright, you can stop the recording, Pizza.
Alright, see you guys later.